Aida for not letting my nephew use my car for prom, but said I might let his sister use it. I have a nephew Josh and a niece Sarah, and this argument came up when visiting my sister. My car is a very modified classic car, a 72 Challenger with a modern motor swap, 6-speed manual, and more mods putting out over 1,000 horsepower. It is not a beginner driver friendly car. Josh didn't get his license until 3 months ago, and I am pretty sure he fubbed numbers to take the test for the third time. I have seen him drive once, and even offered to ride with him before to help pump his hours up and to continue to drive so he can feel more comfortable. Sarah goes to car shows with me and has a modified Miata that she drives everywhere. She got her license 2 weeks after turning 16 and has had it for 8 months now. She drove with me every day after getting her permit, and just has that drive to drive. Before anyone says I have my favorite, Josh and I game every night, and I built him a custom PC for getting on her roll. He is amazing at tech, loves gaming, and if he decides to continue, I will be paying for his college. I will even offer him a job at my business which offers specialized tech services. I have told both of them the dollar amounts I have saved up that will be for them for the future. If they want to use it for school, training, down payment on a house, travel, it will be theirs as long as they can tell me they have a plan. I bought both of them their first cars after they got their licenses and try to keep everything as close to fair as I can with them. I was over for dinner and Josh said he can't wait for prom and was asking if he could use my car to drive his date. I told him I was not comfortable with him driving my car, that I would gladly drive him and his date, and even wear a suit and funny hat to be his driver. He threw a fit and said that I would let Sarah take the car if she asked. I said if she kept driving and showing the control she has, I would consider it. I told him I feel he has not been driving long enough to be able to control this car, and that I would be worried for his and his date's safety. I also told him I would trust him with my PC before I'd even let Sarah play The Sims on it, and it's just how they are different people with different interests. My sister said I should have just said no, but I have always told them I will never lie to them and explain myself why, because they are almost adults and deserve to hear the truth. I won't be rude to them however. He has since not played games with me and not responded to my texts. His father says I am an a-hole. My sister said I should have just said no. But I never expected what would happen next. Update: am I the a-hole for not letting my nephew use my car for prom, but said I might let his sister use it? I tried to talk with Josh but he was still obviously upset that I did not change my mind to let him use the car. At one point while hosting outside, I hear a thunk and Josh's dad gets a smirk on his face. Sarah goes pale and just mutters he didn't. The family goes to see what the source of the noise was and finds Josh putting a bat away and a very obvious dent in my fender. A wave of calm comes over me and I know exactly what to do. Get in, I tell him. Firmly. After a minute of this, he hops in the passenger seat and I take off. For legal reasons I will not explain exactly how I drove my car, but the crew in Mexico would be proud. After we got back to my house, he was pale, and I needed a new set of tires. My sister yells at me that I could have unalived him. His father is quietly drinking my beer, and my dad is trying to help Josh walk, with the adrenaline pumping through him. Sarah mutters, "Told you so," as I tell my sister that she and her husband have to pay to fix my fender or else I will get the authorities involved. My mother is crying upset, and the day was ruined. Currently the car I bought for Josh is sitting in my driveway. I have already fixed my fender and sent a bill to my sister who told me to shove it and that family doesn't treat family this way. I have called my buddy who is the local sheriff, and can have charges pressed. I do have video footage of him willfully damaging my property, however. Josh apologized for everything. The drive was the wake-up call he needed and said he would get a job to pay for fixing my car even though his mother has told him it's my problem to deal with. He said he was being a stupid kid and needed to grow up. I told him on top of fixing the car, he now gets to take Sarah's place of cleaning my work building and garage. His car is now just my car again, and he needs to figure out all the rides he needs to keep everyone happy. He told me to come get the PC I built him, but I told him to hold on to it for now. The bill was over $2,000.